That's right. It's not bad
All
at games.
right.
It's not bad at games. It could be. It's not. It is your boys, and we are doing some stupid stuff tonight, as
Yeah.
we will be doing twice a month. Um, tell them who you be, my friend.
I be that creeping Colin, and I'm gonna be doing Lego tonight. Y'all know me from Sunday shows and doing Spoopy Boys, and occasionally jumping into all our extra life stuff. So yeah, while Ben's rocking the real artistry, I'm gonna be the cool guy just popping together little bits of plastic.
Not true at all. Um, so
I feel
I
like
poorly.
cartoonist kayfabe right now. Like I'm Ed Piskor. What's going on, everybody?
I guess I should give an explanation what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to do a thing with mutual friend, and I just kind of hit a point where it wasn't conducive for them or I. So they are doing their own thing, and I think that's awesome. I'm very supportive of that. And that's at 8 o'clock over on the Dave Wonder channel.
Mm-hmm.
You should definitely, if you're probably already watching that, because it's people who are real good at this, not just people who are posers. With Matt and Dave. Um, but I kind of um, just stopped painting there for a little while. Stopped modding. Stopped doing a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Um, I lost some of my mojo, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
I was heavy into painting myself. I had a ton of miniatures, and then I just kind of lost the passion for it.
well, and I've been watching some things on like Burnout, like a hobby Burnout,
Mm-hmm.
and like I realized, like, oh man, I had a lot of the symptoms of this and just didn't recognize it and didn't take it seriously, and I got burned out. So hey, Super Spike.
We got Beast, by the way, everybody. I'm super
Ooh,
duper excited. One of my favorite X-Men of all time.
not anymore though.
Oh.
Not now. He's just a terrible bad guy.
Oh, did he go full bad guy now?
He's pretty much full bad guy.
Oh no. Well, Dark Beast is really cool too. So if he's gonna go down that road, go for it.
I mean, he created a bunch of clones of himself, but then made them genetically inferior, and he bosses them around.
Not my Beast.
Yeah, not my beast either. That's very,
Oh.
very, very disheartening because I've always loved Hank McCoy, and
Oh yeah.
to see this kind of is where they've decided to take him. I'm like, although they gave themselves an out that apparently he's got one clone that he's kept, and it is a
Mm-hmm.
clone of him from when he was with the Avengers.
Oh, so is he like a very good-natured, good-hearted clone?
It's the fun-loving beast that was like best buddies with Wonder Man and
Oh heck yeah, dude.
um, the Oh My Stars and Garters.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I think that's outside of like the animated series, probably everyone's.
I want to stay on our hour, just because it sets a good precedent.
Yeah.
And it lets us know, like, hey, an hour is an hour is an hour. And I also was like, I'll eat after we're done. So it also puts me on a, like, it puts me on a good clock for that.
Yeah.
Also, I have a tendency to go long on stuff, and I need to try to be better about good time management when it comes to streaming.
Yeah.
Also, when it comes to like
Oh.
closing things, because I'm terrible Minnesota goodbye person.
Oh, Minnesota goodbyes. I used to be the king of that. Now I'm trying to do Irish goodbyes where I just like slip away in the middle of something.
Oh, well, that's too bad it was canceled. I was just kind of saying, it's that one of the reasons I wanted to do this on Tuesdays was the amateur hour, the curtain jerker before the main event. But
Look at that. Oh.
Hopefully it's nothing big. Hopefully it's
That's
just
the character you got?
Yeah, get out of here, you monkey.
I
Oh.
will say the next
hopefully it was just one of those things where I get the worst angle going right now. Where it was they needed a break. That happens.
Yeah. In my extras baggy.
I just need to brush this, and this is really not going very quickly.
All right, so that was the first of my little blind minifigures. Let's go for number 2.
Is there anyone you're particularly looking for with these minifigures?
With this line, what I'm really loving out of here.
This is the Marvel ones, right?
Yes, so I think these are all MCU guys for the most part. I just got Beast, didn't have him before, so I'm super stoked on that. And I really want to get Werewolf by Night because I think he just looks so cool. Little Werewolf by Night right here. Not the best view of them, but yeah, I've already got like
I mean,
2
it should
Moon
be pretty
Knights.
easy. They had a werewolf Lego thing, so it should be pretty easy for them to do.
Yeah. Although this one, you know, he doesn't have that classic old werewolf Lego face. It's more in tune with like that fun, like the Werewolf by Night look, that old like Lon Chaney kind of thing.
Interesting.
So I really love that. But also like actually any of these, because I'm not really doing it more for the Marvel side of things. It's more these guys are going to kind of get split up into like I've got a little bit of my own kind of fantasy diorama that I've been building. I've got like a castle grounds and like my bad guys kind of lair, and that's still a work in progress. So like the Werewolf by Night and like Agatha, Beast, a couple others, they could easily like make their way into the fantasy realm. And then
did you ever pick up any of the D&D stuff that Creo did?
No,
it's really good.
I need to.
I should. A bunch of it. I wish I I gave all that stuff away, and now I'm like, oh man, you would have really liked that.
Yeah, well,
you can probably get a lot of it on clearance in a lot of places.
Yeah,
I think they're done with that line.
There's like it's funny, like some of the old lines like sell of all these kind of like stuff. Some sell so crazy, and then some is like you'd expect it to be like at such a high price, and then it's not. The What If ones. Oh yeah, those What If. Those were great. Those were.
Ooh, I didn't even know they did that. That's cool.
Yeah, they had a whole line of the What If that I kick myself now. Although I'm sure I could find it, but I really loved the Steve Rogers mech from.
Oh yeah. When, the Iron Stomper armor.
Yeah. When what's her face becomes not Cap, but yeah, Captain Britain, I think, right?
Yep.
Ooh, and who is this? Oh, it's Mr. Knight, I think. Have not had him yet.
Mr. Knight, you said?
Yeah. Perfect.
Always an interesting thing that character has taken off to the degree it has.
Yeah, that was wild. Like although I gotta say I wasn't actually like the biggest fan of the Moon Knight series, but I haven't watched it yet. I love the Moon Knight character in the comics.
I'm always been really intrigued because I'm like, well, is he just Marvel Batman? And he kind of is, but the schizophrenia or DID kind of thing kind of does its own thing. And I like what they've done more recently with the, is Khonshu a real thing or is it just part of his DID?
Yeah.
Which Khonshu's a real thing. We've kind of established that because, otherwise, why does Moon Knight be able to do all the things he can do, like beat up the fucking Avengers? But I do enjoy.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, David. You're always more than welcome to jump on. I heard you canceled, so take care of yourself.
Little Moon Knight action pose.
Yeah, my wife's been sick for like 3 weeks. Just go back to the doc. I haven't caught it.
Yeah. Okay.
I felt crappy for a while, but I think that's because when she's sick,
Yeah,
I don't get to sleep. So
yeah. Yeah.
when the king's off their ass, no one sleeps. Which is a quote from The Lion in Winter, which was one of my father's favorite movies. So he would say it all the time.
It's a great movie. All right, now we're
It
moving
is a
on.
very, very good.
Mandalorian microfighter. Boop, 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 boop.
You as well, Dave. Take care of yourself. Get some rest.
Yeah, dude.
Plenty of fluids.
Hope you feel better, man. God, that Mario song stuck in my head. I don't know why.
Because it's fire.
It's straight fire. Oh, and Charles Martinet, he won't be doing It's a Me anymore.
What was the deal with that? Did he just go like, "Hey, I've done all I can do with I've done all I can do with the Mario character"?
Yeah, I think so.
I've taken it as far as I can take it.
I don't know if he's doing like a full career retirement or not, or if he's just like, I can't do the character as well, which, you know, I could totally understand that.
Maybe his voice is just kind of shot.
Yeah, that's like, I don't know. Like,
so I know you're not a big Minecraft guy.
Oh, I love Minecraft.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on console. That's the thing, though. But like, yeah,
Isn't
no,
Minecraft cross platform though?
yeah. We had talked about it earlier, and I think like the one server like you guys play on heavily is not a cross-play enabled one.
You can't play on Realms.
Oh wait, you're doing Realms now?
Yeah, we do. That's all we do is Realms.
I just got a thing in Game Pass for like a free access to Realms.
Because
Or
I know
whatever.
Beard and I both pay for our own Realms.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'll have to join you guys then. Yeah, I know. I love. When Minecraft first hit console, I played that so much.
So now I'm going to talk about something that's not then cross compatible. I'm a big proponent of Forge Labs, and I'm actually do Forge Labs' Patreon every month because I find Forge Labs and OK Robert and Sneeve and all those guys that he Kipley and that whole crew to be very, very funny. And I very much like. Some people are all about what is it? There's a whole there's a server group. I can't think what they're very like big, and I can't think what their name is now. But a lot of people are like, oh, they're the best, and I'm like, I like the cut-throated, stupidness of the Canadian posse more than anybody else. So anyway, they just did they have their own server that if you do their Patreon, you can jump on. It's fucking wild. But they just released OK Robert on YouTube, released a video where Sean, aka Forge Labs, sent him a mod pack to play in. And in that mod pack, you can recruit villagers to be like your soldiers.
I think I've heard something about that just in the game, like video game chatter sphere, just about that's a new thing that's happening.
Yeah, it's a mod pack, and I was like, okay, this is amazing. We got maybe a third through Robert's video last night. Another thing in that mod pack that they did is another guy they played with named Kim. I think Kim might be from Iceland. But Kim is a incredibly chaotic presence whenever they play anything. They've reskinned a monster, so it's just Kim. But he also has the bot says all the things that Kim says. Oh, you guys, what? I come in peace, and then he attacks you immediately. Oh, guys, why? When he dies, he goes, oh. It's fucking great. I laughed, and even Robert was like, I kill every Kim I come across as fast as I can because it's Kim.
Yeah.
But I will say this: with the audio that they've put on now, it never gets old. It never gets old. And I would recommend it. I can send you the link if you want. It's pretty. It's pretty
Yeah.
fun. Like I said, it's like a 2.5 hour video this time. My
Mhm.
favorites are when they all play together and they play like some type of challenge together.
Yeah.
But this has been pretty good. And Robert's probably out of that group the most skilled player
Hmm.
in those type of situations, like the cutthroat games they play.
Yeah.
But watching him go, I don't want to mine, and just running around recruiting people, and this particular mod's got like a horde effect that happens every so often. So it seems like every time he goes to a village, a horde
Mhm.
shows up and just wipes the village out. So he just like brings death with him everywhere he goes. And they've got all these mods on with all these incredible villages that are like, 4-story buildings and
Hmm.
huge palaces, and it's a fun watch if you're a Minecraft.
Oh yeah, yeah. Man, Minecraft's pretty rad. I don't know. I could play it just to listen to the music alone.
Yeah, the music's great.
I love that.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to start up. I know we talked a little bit about it Sunday.
It is the one Super Spike. You are correct. Yeah, the micro scale.
I might have to start new realms just for all y'all, since Beard is had a kind of a busy between being sick and his summer getting completely eaten up by his job. And
Yeah.
I mean let's be honest too, Beard's still trying to, he and his wife are still trying to get all moved in and everything else.
Oh yeah, I forget that. Yeah.
Beard's been like the busiest he's ever been, and which is saying a lot because that dude don't sit still. There's no moss growing under that man's feet. So he hasn't been able to do as much stuff as he's wanting to. Plus,
Yeah.
he had COVID. He was real sick. So it's been a,
For sure.
it's been a go for the Beardly one.
He is a very busy gent.
I don't think Beard knows how to relax. Beard is a man who feels the need to be go, and he's always looking for that
Mhm.
that next mountain to climb, that next proving ground, because he's a man who likes to leave his mark on the world, and that's very admirable. Which,
Like,
as his friend, sometimes you get drug along with him, and then you get real pissed about it in the moment, and then later on when he's like, so, and then I have to go, yeah, it was all right.
yeah, it was okay.
It was okay.
I guess I had a really good time.
Don't look for kudos from you, dick. He has brought me into so many things by pulling that shit where it's like, hey, we're going to do this thing, but I don't want to do that thing. It's like, too late. I signed us up for it. So
Spike says he's both sides of that conversation.
yeah, I'm a big pushback on anything new person. Unfortunately, I'm real bad about it. I have to really kind of let things marinate before I'm like, this seems like an idea I'm okay with. I'm real bad about it at work. I had a job I had for a long time, like 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
My supervisor, who was as useful as tits on a boar, once told me that I was the king of pushback. And my response was, don't bring me dumb ideas and I won't feel the need to push back on everything.
Yeah.
Which also probably not the best thing to say to the person who his family owns the company and signs your checks.
Yeah.
But fuck if I care. I had to tell my supervisor today, it's like, don't ask me to do something and then not give me the tools to do it. That's just folly.
Yeah.
Like, I won't be able to do it if you don't even follow the rules that you put in place. I can't do what you want me to do. That Philly, baby.
The bull of the woods, dusty roads.
I ain't look like today's modern athlete. I'm a little bit round around the waist. But they know me, and they know I'm bad.
I've been watching. I don't know why, because actually it's pretty good stuff. But I've been watching a lot of TNA wrestling, like early stuff lately.
TNA is like a weird thing.
It's weird because like the
not
in-ring
bad,
stuff
it's just not
can be
good.
so good sometimes, so good the in-ring, like the wrestling, but I don't know if they've ever had a decent storyline that just didn't eventually veer off into like, what the fuck am I?
Well, I think that's the problem is they write themselves into a corner.
Yeah.
And they can't get out of it. And when things are still going good, don't fucking Vince McMahon it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna milk this for everything it's worth.
Oh, hey, pal. But yeah, I am currently loving in old school TNA Jeff Jarrett's Reign of Terror. Just will not give up that belt. It's amazing.
Yeah, fucking Jarrett.
Like I feel like Triple H was watching that and like just taking notes, like, oh god, yeah, like this.
Yeah, I mean, the difference between those two is the ability to sell, put butts in seats.
Mm-hmm.
Jarrett can do that, but it's in a very limited geographical area.
I do like Jeff Jarrett though. I'll say that. Like, but
yeah. I think Jeff Jarrett is a fucking carny, and he's okay with that, and that's fine. But I mean, some of the shit he's pulled in wrestling, I'm just like, I mean, the stuff with China, I thought was really gross.
Oh yeah. I forget about that. Yeah, dude. Okay, yeah. I mean,
I think that he learned at the foot of his daddy, and his daddy was kind of a shitbag too. So
he's busy pulling people's eyeballs out.
It's like that whole thing where they were paying Steve Austin like next to nothing when he was in that territory.
Yeah.
And Jeff was making all this money. He didn't see what the issue was. And Steve's like, you know why people leave? It's because they're, they can't survive once your dad's paying them. So I think that also hurts Jeff Jarrett, is the fact that, he is the son of the promoter, and the promoter did a lot of folks fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Jerry Jarrett is, he's an old school wrestling promoter.
Very old school. Yeah.
I don't mean that with any type of compliment when I say it. But again, I don't know, because I'm not in the business, so I shouldn't even be talking about this.
Whoa.
You don't know. If you're not in the business, you just need to shut up. You shouldn't have an opinion if you're not in the business.
It's the truth. No.
It's like, I love when people say shit like that, because I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, so you should have an opinion on politics because you're not in politics. Or I love when those guys will talk about football, and I'll be like, oh, but did you play football? Well, yeah, I played in high school. Yeah, but we're talking about college, and you didn't play in college, so you need to shut up because you don't know what you're fucking talking about. You're allowed to have an opinion. Your opinion will be the mileage of it will vary to the amount of actual knowledge you have on it. Yeah. Now, you can definitely say, I don't like something, and the reason I don't like it is because of A, B, C, or D. Yeah. And that doesn't make your opinion invalid. That's what I get frustrated with wrestlers about. It's like, people can have their opinion. They can say this person sucks, and because I don't like the way they work, it's because they fucking aren't entertaining.
Yeah. Well, and for me, sometimes that extends to just like who that wrestler, if we're going to stay wrestling, who that wrestler is as a person. And like sometimes they could be the greatest wrestler. They could have their psychology down 100%. Like,
they could be Ric Flair.
They could be Ric Flair, and then just be the biggest piece of shit outside of the ring.
It could be Ric Flair.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Yeah. That whole, like, you got to be a part of it. Fucking Ric Flair all the time, dude. You can't be stopped.
And it's
unless he has a fake heart attack in the ring, like that is.
The business is a wet fart. I've lost.
Yeah.
And then the Punk shit happened the last couple weeks, and now
that really soured me.
And I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm taking a break from it right now. Like it
I'm
was
out.
just no
And
room for you.
I'm out for like multiple reasons, and I am not going to be a punk apologist, but I'm also kind of like, I
I don't know. Like
I am not with the whole let's run our business all about the friends we made along the way.
yeah,
And
yeah.
because I think that doesn't really work
No.
long term. You got to have some business sense, and you got to be able to do business with people.
Yeah.
And I just kind of
Like I
also Tony Khan being like, "I fear for my life." It's like,
oh,
shut the
that was the lawyers asking him to, okay, Tony, here's
just
what you're gonna
shut
do.
the fuck up, Tony.
Say you were fearing for your life and that you couldn't even blink. You were so frightened.
You've been on his jock since he got there.
Yeah.
And if you really wanted to do something about that shit, you should have had everybody in a room and been like, "Hey, this is a business. I'm a businessman. Knock this fucking Mickey Mouse shit off, or I'm going to start releasing people."
Yeah.
But
Well,
instead, he just continues to be, a giant fucking mark, and it's not good.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like I don't like the Young Bucks, but like I can't even blame them. I can't really blame CM Punk. All I can blame really.
I blame Adam Page. That's honestly, if he doesn't go out
he's a
there and
tool.
start that shit and push himself into that situation because he thinks he's looking out for Colt Cabana, and again, I'm sorry, I don't think that highly of fucking Colt Cabana as a person.
Oh, really?
So, the few times I've been around him, I've been like, "You're a prick."
Oh, really? That's no good. But yeah, like I feel Tony Khan is just I don't it's I don't know, especially like I don't know, just the way it seems like he ghosts people that work for him, and he's like, I don't want to really deal with anything, so I'm not going to.
I think Tony Khan is a guy who has an infinite amount of money and a limited amount of attention span.
Yeah.
And he loses interest in his toys, or the moment he doesn't know what to do with them, he just moves on to something else.
Yeah.
And which is really sad because it's kind of what I thought that's a lot of what the people who went there did not want to put up with is Vince. And the difference between Tony and Vince is pretty simple. Vince is not Vince is a ruthless fuck. And Tony Khan is like, I want everyone to love me, be my best friend.
Yeah.
I need all of you to validate my existence. And you just like, it's wrestling. I understand it's a different thing than 9 to 5, which is really fucking sad because it's still a business.
Yeah.
I don't go to work to make friends. And so
well,
I certainly don't go to work to make friends with the person who pays me.
Who starts a company to make friends? And like that's what it feels like. Kind of AEW is. I just remember in the beginning there's so many promises that we're going to be sports based. This is going to be this. This is going to be that, and it's kind of just become WWE light, but with like
it's WWE for people who like the wrestling.
I guess so.
Which I will say.
I'm sorry, Spike just popped me big time.
Hey, fuck you, Spike. You leave Bret Hart alone.
I love Bret, but he is such a curmudgeon. But he might be also my favorite wrestler of all time. But what Bret Hart. Like, oh man, that guy.
I just I don't get it. I don't. Again, I'm not there. I don't know.
True.
And in the people I do know who are there wouldn't tell me shit if they could.
Yeah.
Because that's a good way to get in and that's the other thing is like you can't have a lot of that unity when you've got guys in the locker room who have Dave Meltzer on fucking speed dial, and Dave's another guy who like his friends are because he gets information from them, and those people fucking abuse that all the time.
Totally.
They tell Dave what they want Dave to puppet back to all of his subscribers, and I think Brian Alvarez is just as bad.
Oh, yeah.
So
He's a little puke.
I just don't get it. I don't at
Lady
all
Stormtrooper.
understand
She's a lady.
how that can happen. But I
Yeah.
mean, hey, if you're the guy who wants to piss that down your leg, then go right ahead. Because I also don't think they need Punk anymore.
Nah.
You brought the Mac on this
yeah. I hold on. If I get through this one, it got me a Boba Fett.
Ooh.
Neck. And also, Spike, you were mentioning the N1. Don't worry, buddy. We got that here too. I've got like a small Lego store almost basically happening around my computer right now. It's a little sad, but we'll make it work.
Sad if you're doing what you like, what you love.
I have dove like so head first, head over heels, all the way in. Just yeah, man, I'm loving Lego lately. Although the prices are a little insane from time to time.
That's what the market will bear.
Yeah, the little Lego mechs. I some people in the especially with the Star Wars Lego community were kind of whinging about them, but I think they're great. I dig them a lot. I think they're wonderful, 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 wonderful little pieces. Because I mean, like you can just put a little happy little mech together, and then you got your happy little stormtrooper, and you can just go right inside it. Oh, squeeze it together. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm glad AEW, to get back to that, I'm glad it's out there and stuff like that. But I would love it if it could, I don't know, get its shit together, I guess.
I think Beard said this not too long ago, and I agree with him. Big shock. I think like wrestling just passed my fandom by, where it just got to the point where I'm like, I just can't enjoy this anymore, really.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, well, then.
I love the older stuff. I still love though. Like that's still fun to go back and watch.
Sometimes I just have a lot of complicated feelings with wrestling, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was people that we communicated with, and we had
you guys were definitely in it more
that ended up being real fucking scumbags, and it sucks, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh, that Cap one. Yeah, dude. God, where did I see that? I saw that in some store randomly not too long ago, and it was very, very expensive. Like to the point where I was just like, nope, and had to put it back.
I think it like jumped to 3 shows because content is king, and everybody just wants to make content. They that's the thing that keeps the dollars rolling, I guess. I mean,
like think about it. Like just WWE alone, they've got Raw, SmackDown, NXT, but also still main event. I think that's still going. Superstars, just those weird content filler shows. And he literally hired people's moms, Tony Khan. I don't know. It is what it is.
Sue's the best. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Get off.
I feel like we're veering very closely into 2 old men like yelling at the clouds.
Yeah.
What about 3 old men?
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
Running beard.
What's going on, dude?
Just
how
when
are you guys?
You've answered all. You've whatever the thing is, because brain is bad.
Just when you
think you've answered all the
questions, I throw
all the
rocks at men with machine guns. I think that's how that quote goes.
Yes.
Yeah, and wear the sunglasses because they help you see the weirdos.
Speaking
How
of
are
which, did you find out about your Wednesday night, Beard?
I think that'll work. I talked to Sarah about it, and I don't think that we have anything. So I think we should be cool in the gang. Also, I can't stay on for too long, but I wanted to come on and say hello and say hi to everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
And I did some Lego this weekend, so I thought I'd share. When I had COVID, my wife got me the Mandalorian
Oh,
child
cute.
brickheads.
Oh
Which-
shoot, man!
I think they're I think that these are like really quite good. Some of the brickheads I find to be a little kind of goofy proportion, but
Yeah.
the gram and everything, like I was really impressed by that. And Mando, just like some of the things, like these parts in the front, like you put in sideways and then kind of like lock them into place.
They're a fun
So-
build, yeah.
Yeah, I think all these brickheads are really a lot of fun. We got a number of different like animal ones
yeah.
for Greta, and have just been like giving her one each month when we're doing like some Lego stuff, and so those are fun.
I really want to get the I thought the Balrog from Lord of the Rings looked really, really cool as a brickhead. And I have Gollum and Frodo, but I have yet to put them together yet. But yeah, brickheads are pretty rad. At first I was kind of like, but now I'm like, yeah, aesthetically they're very pleasing.
And it's nice because like when they go on sale, they're like $12.
Yeah,
Which for 12 to 16, 17 bucks, you can't buy a whole lot of Legos at that price point.
Whole lot of Lego
that are kind of fun or
Lego.
complete. So yeah, I really like them.
Heck yeah, dude.
They're a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
How are you feeling? Speaking of the
Good.
yeah.
I tested negative last Thursday for the for the final time to like be like, yes, I do not have this anymore. So that feels good. Did a lot of, I was tired out this weekend, but I think it was more because I was doing yard work and moving things around in my house, and it was like 8 bajillion degrees out.
It sucked outside.
Yeah. Oh man, dude.
No bueno.
It's been awful. Like, I like to get up in the morning and like early, because then it's like, oh, it's nice and cool out, and I'll open up my garage and like work out and do my exercise in there and have like a nice breeze coming in. Woke up the other day, maybe the day before yesterday at this morning, 4:30. And it was already 81 degrees out. I was just like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's gross.
I just could not believe it.
I have to give a little plug if I can. I got this.
No.
Okay.
Are they going to sponsor
Come on,
us?
man.
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh.
It's
to our ones and ones of yours.
Super Spike, go out there and buy these in bulk now.
Yeah.
Company called Many Worlds Taverns, and they do like coffees and teas that are themed, and then they come with this like really great wrap that has like all sorts of fun little like magic items on it, and then each one comes with like a really nice kind of set of dice.
Yeah.
And then they come with They come with magic cards, like not Magic the Gathering, but like cards with magic.
Do you mean like in a gathering?
I like when they go the extra mile to put like here's your easy access card full of whatever spell magic item.
Yeah.
I think
it's super helpful.
Yeah. And so like this series, they did Rods of Wealth, and they have like every one of the like teaser coffees came with like the general card that has uncommon through legendary, and like uncommon is copper, rare is silver, very rare is gold, legendary is platinum. And then depending on the brew or what you had, you got like a full card of all that goes into more detail. Like what it does.
How did it taste though? How did it pass the taste?
How did it taste, mother trucker?
Yeah, the coffee was good, and it came with a couple little like stickers too. This little like kind of Batman-looking cat is their logo, so they came with stickers.
Nice.
So yeah,
that's
good.
Cute.
Yeah, it is too bad the dice aren't tea, but the tea was really good too. I think I got one for Zach and Christy for maybe their anniversary or something. I can't remember.
Nice.
But I tried it out because I wanted to make sure. That's what I was most worried about. Is like, is this gonna be like cool and dice and everything, but like the actual product is gonna suck? But no,
Are you going to be cool?
quite good.
Ooh, I like how chonky this leg is on this Stormtrooper mech.
Oh, those
Yeah,
mechs
that's
are
chonky
pretty
boy.
cool.
Yeah, I have the Darth Vader one, and I really think it's pretty slick. Although I want to get a second one because I saw some guy who used 2 of them to make like he fashioned a really cool like metal cape for it, and this kind of tricked it out to be a little more like film accurate, I guess, in that sense. It was
Beard,
neat.
do you want to hang out a little bit Saturday and watch 2 bad
Yeah.
Italian movies?
I would. I think that Matt is going to help me move a couple pieces of furniture out of the basement.
Ooh.
But then yes, I would like to hang out because G will be with her dad and Sarah will be at the Renaissance Festival.
Oh,
So yeah.
the Renaissance.
Well, we're gonna watch Troll 2.
Heck yeah, dude.
On purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the second time I've watched it in 2 weeks.
Oh no.
And we're
I'm
gonna
excited to watch it with someone else and not be alone in my pain.
watch Cruel Jaws.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And if people are still up for it after that, I would be willing to watch Zombie 2 because it's actually a legit awesome movie.
That is fun. That is very fun, actually.
It's the best non-Romero zombie movie that still stays true to like Romero zombie, not Return of the Living Dead stuff.
Yeah.
All right. It's a mandate.
Boom.
I will. I'll let you know when I hear back from Matt. But I think we're just gonna move. I'm moving some things around, and he's gonna help me move some pieces up that we're getting rid of, and a couple that we're putting into storage. So, yeah, I just want to get that done Saturday while the wife is out. So it'll be a nice.
Hopefully the weather will be decent. I thought we were supposed to get rain today.
We're supposed to get it like overnight tonight. It sounds like. Like we were supposed to get some between 6 and 8, but we haven't gotten anything. But they said that it's supposed to rain from like midnight to 4 or so. It's supposed to storm pretty hard.
Oh, it's coming in that late now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like when we were coming back from our trip to Malacca this weekend. What a fun time that was. It was so funny because we're driving back and it just starts raining. For like 10 minutes, it rained super hard, and then it was back to nothing. And within like 2 miles, it was dry again.
That's so crazy.
That's always so weird when you drive into that. Ippy trippy.
I was like, why does the Podunk area of the state need fucking rain? We can't get it in the metro. This is bullshit.
Super Spike, is that Zom 100? Is that an anime?
Old Man Moving Company will be the name of our band.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
We just cover God damn it, Big Brother and the Holding Company songs. God,
Wow.
and the band. We cover songs by the band because
rest in peace, Robbie Robertson.
Yeah, baby.
Even though you're kind of a jerk, but still, rest in peace.
I mean, all he wanted was to not have to deal with just getting pictures of Spider-Man for J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
Well, he farmed it out to Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
All right, homies. I got to pop off and help with some Chinese homework. But
wait, what?
I will say Chan, and I will see you this weekend.
All right, tell the fam we said hello.
Yeah.
Will do.
Tell G that she is gonna rock her next assignment.
She will. Indeedy. Cool, gang.
DB.
Dude.
Peace, dudes.
Bye.